Welcome back to Had to Got to Must. Here we're joining up with Shanin Blake.
We all took a little bit of acid and
a little bit of shrooms.
Did that tree talk, or was it just you?
Oh,
if you don't know who Shanin Blake is, go ahead and Google Shanin Blake. But now it's not spelled Shannon the way it's supposed to be spelled.
Shanine.
It's not spelled Shannon, like Cannon, Shannon Cannon. It's not spelled Shannon Cannon. It's spelled, her own way because she's a multi-trillionaire Lockheed Martin.
She's annoying.
Her dad works for Lockheed Martin.
Now, was that just a meme?
That has to be a meme. There's no way.
I saw the meme and it was like, I know she worked for Lockheed Martin. But I don't know if it's true, but it's totally likely. It's 100% likely.
I'm inclined to believe it.
Now, what was her name? Shanin Blake?
Shanin Blake.
Shanin Blake.
Shanin.
And if you want to go ahead and do a little reconnaissance, you can Google Shanin Blake leaks, as my good colleague here showed me.
Yes.
You can Google Shanin Blake leaks, and for free, $0, you could see her pussy.
Her gash.
Way to go.
Her gash. New word.
Her
Whip,
minge.
whip, whip. New word alert. We're done with minge.
Red alert.
It's all about
No.
gash.
We're not done with minge.
We're done with minge.
No way.
Oh, we got mic issues.
Oh my God, this guy's knocking over water. Oh
We barely
my
prepared.
God, guys, there's water all over the laptop. Now we can't record the podcast anymore. Oh my God.
Now
This
we
is the
gotta.
last episode
Now we
ever.
have to blah, 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 record the podcast underwater.
Help.
Blah, 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 blah. We were going to be joined today by Adam, who was going to be a really fun guest. He'll be here next week, guys. Well, hopefully. I'm not going to promise, but Adam's going to be a great guest. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Austin's brother.
But we always have the lovely producer Han here today.
Make some motherfucking noise, y'all.
You hear the crowd roaring.
Third week in a row, no fan mail. You guys suck. Come on, guys.
No, you guys
are
don't
very
suck.
lazy.
You guys suck cock. Let's be specific here. Let's go.
Nah, you don't suck pussy. You suck cocks.
Yeah.
Now go ahead and look up Shanin Blake, guys. Shanin, Shanin. Who does she work for? And is she
Her
real?
dad. Her dad works for Lockheed Martin. That's the joke.
She works
Right.
for the government
Because
because
she's
of the
unemployed.
side.
Who does she
her
work for?
employed job is singing and selling pussy.
Selling virtual
She might
pussy.
steal on the side
Digitally
too.
selling pussy.
Digital pussy. Now, I'm one to believe that digital pussy is less crazy than real pussy.
In terms of buying it or selling it? Or both?
Both.
A little
I
bit
think
of both.
if I meet a girl and she's like, I sell pussy, and I'm like, is it digital?
A girl at OnlyFans would be like, yeah, I sell pussy. When it's just her jilling off in front
All
of
right.
the camera.
A little bit about me. I'm 27. I'm single. Got no kids. I sell pussy.
And I steal.
Pussy Sellers Anonymous.
But I charge my phone.
Yeah, any
I
girl
think-
born after 1993, they don't know nothing. They don't know how to cook. All they know is sell pussy.
Now, but
Charge
I
their
just
phone,
think
steal.
digital pussy's less intrusive. I think digital pussy's not as bad.
I think it's equal, and I'll tell you why. Most of the time when they're selling, OnlyFans or whatever, if they have a Twitter full of porn, most of the time they're collabing with other people, like other content creators, or they're doing meetups. So what is that?
You think that's most of the time, though?
Most of the time. If they're making porn most of the time, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of them are
'Cause
solo.
Who are they making porn with? Like if they're doing boy-girl
Solo.
content, who are they making porn
They're
with?
just putting their tits on there and they're jerking off.
If it's solo, I still think it's the same. But if they're doing boy-girl content, whatever, they're doing meetups, they're collabing with other content
Fuck
creators.
a fan contest.
What is that? What is
Now
that?
that is different.
That right there
That
is
is selling pussy,
It's
yeah.
selling pussy. Like, oh, hey, let's go half and half on this pussy, and let's make some money off this video.
Let's go Arnold Palmer.
It is the same thing.
Selling.
I think selling pussy like selling it in real life to John's.
She
Yeah,
gave
to
it.
John's.
A little
Yeah,
closer.
but
A little closer. Wait, are you
John
on?
Doe.
she
Oh,
she
no.
ended up giving it to, let's say.
We're good. Give it a little tight.
Let's
Give it a
say
little-
let's say she gave it up to Blackzilla, and
Yeah,
they're
you're
gonna
on.
get
God.
they're gonna get 50% on the video. They're going half and half. Technically, she gave her pussy as equity to Blackzilla, and they're both gonna get 50%. So she sold it to somebody, and she got pounded on camera and is selling it to John Jr.
Oh, there's John and John
Online
Jr. now.
John Jr.
Online
buys
Johns.
porn
Yeah.
and pays bills. He doesn't hit. That's John Jr.
And the John buys pussy in real life.
Yes, correct.
At the strip club.
Yep.
At the extras for $40.
There's this one.
So I hear.
This one website, it's not quite like, you'll see gym girls with the link tree in their bio and you click it. It's like a website called Throne or something. and
You can buy them gifts.
it's like buy me.
Why do y'all know this?
Don't worry about it. Buy me my. I've never purchased from Throne or anything.
Because you click sometimes.
But yeah,
you
click.
You get
first
curious.
First of all, I want to click to see if they have Twitter because I'm trying to get a peek. I'm not trying to go type in so and so leak and get a virus on my computer. Or my phone.
Hey, nothing better than
For example, influencer. But most of the time,
Google
it's-
image
it's-
porn?
Yeah, fire.
shout out Shanin Blake
Fire.
one more time.
Fire. But you'll go to their link in their bio and it's like Throne and it's like buy me my daily coffee for $7. But there's some greedy women who say pay my rent $1,800. Like I'm going to expose myself a little bit here, but shout out to Mommy Mewtwo on Instagram, gym girl with crazy legs.
What
But
you-
anyways,
Mewtwo.
What bill did you take care of for her?
I didn't take care of fuck all for this woman.
You
but
bought her a
I've
coffee.
taken
Bought her
care
some
of
Tim Hortons.
you know what I've taken care of? Myself. I've taken care of myself for her. Anyways, she is greedy because she's like, buy my coffee, buy my gym membership, pay my rent, buy
my
me
pussy.
a fucking car if you want me to. But she doesn't sell a lick of porn. She doesn't show pussy at all.
Oh, so it's more like a
Simp
simp.
thing.
simp, like
like
what's it
Pokemon.
called?
Some guys are into that.
humiliation.
Cash pay pigs.
Not even humiliation. It's
Yeah,
it's like you really like my legs and you've beat yourself to my gym clothes.
It's almost like streamers. You ever see someone?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Hannah, you're outnumbered here. You're outnumbered. I'm not giving her shit.
No.
No, I don't think you as a man should.
No.
But there's guys out here getting paid too much for what they do, and
That's
the
that's where it
benefits-
That's a
goes.
horrible
the benefits
waste
are
of income.
reaped in that way.
There are 7 million African kids with flies on their mouth, flies on their eyes, starving, thirsty, famished, dehydrated. But you mean to tell me Mommy Mewtwo has to get her daily coffee and her rent paid?
You're right. She should
Fuck her.
contribute. She should be a plumber.
Fuck that bitch. Get a job.
Hold on, we gotta take a brief intermission. I gotta find out
should
if
get,
Han's mic's working. I don't know if it's working. So hold on one sec.
Okay.
For the big muscly chicks like that with the crazy Mewtwo legs, do you think their ass is like fun, or is it like does it shit feel like a medicine ball?
First of
Does it
all,
feel like a
I'm
pigskin?
not comfortable with calling them big muscly girls.
They are big muscly.
When I think of big muscly girls, I think of like testosterone in the voice, and they're looking for chocolates, but they're big as hell. They bench press
Chocolates.
450 pounds. Mommy Mewtwo is all leg. But anyways, I have a little bit of reconnaissance in this field. I ended up banging a chick from Tinder like 2 years ago who was very athletic. You know, when I was just starting to get in the gym.
nice.
She probably weighed maybe 150, 160. She carried me to her room. And at the time, I was weighing like 240.
She carried. Was it like a bridal carry? Was it like that?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God,
Bro,
dude.
she's strong as shit. She was strong as shit. She had shoulders, everything. She benched 135 for reps. She was strong. She wasn't massive either. She looked like Hannah with giant shoulder caps and like a six-pack.
Whoa, that's scary.
Yeah. But she was fine. But anyways, I was hitting it doggy and it was jiggly. But if she
Okay.
flexed it, yeah, very...
I feel like a Spalding.
Yeah. 100%. Felt like a football.
Nice.
Like a fully pumped football.
Yeah,
Not a Tom Brady football.
In our intermission there, we ended up looking up. I don't think my. It's not big. Okay, so we're done with the audio intermission. Sorry, we were having technical difficulties. But what was her name? Mewtwo?
Mommy Mewtwo.
Mommy Mewtwo. We looked
Yeah.
her up. Great thighs.
Great thighs.
I think you could. I think you could nut without even fucking.
Yeah.
I mean,
without
that's-
penetration.
That's obvious. I mean, you could get head. And
Yeah, without penetration. Like you could fuck between the thighs if you oil them
I
up
think
a
you
little.
could you could nut
Pause.
with her body and not break the rules of the Catholic Church.
nice
Is
little
what I'm
thigh.
saying.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could like fuck her thighs.
You could get away with an Orthodox Jewish fucking through a sheet.
That's a good Mormon way to
That's
do it.
crazy.
Yeah, you
okay.
could
Soaking.
soak. You could
Yeah,
soak,
that's
her
crazy.
Soaking the thighs.
Yeah.
So
The thighs are a little too muscly for me personally.
Listen, I like. I don't know what I like about it. She got a nice ass, but going to the pants. I think gym pants are like a decoy.
Cheating ass pants.
Yes, if your ass looks good in jeans, that's real. There are jeans that make your ass look good, whether high waist or not. But like these gym pants with the scrunchy booty hole, it's a setup.
They're
The honeycomb
eating.
pattern.
And as you said, Austin, the shorts are eating her asshole.
No, the asshole's eating the shorts.
Oh, my bad. The asshole's eating the shorts.
Yeah.
And
her,
you see
her
that,
asshole is hungry.
and ever since you said that, every time I see the shorts in the gym, I can't think like normally. I'm thinking,
Feed me.
I'm thinking,
Feed me.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't think normally because you're not there to lock in. You're not there to focus. You're not there to work.
You need some
See,
sunglasses.
guys like you know, you're there to fuck around. You gotta,
You
know,
need
put the
some
work in.
sunglasses in the gym. So
I
you can
am
lock
fucking
in.
around
As
the
someone who
gym
doesn't
because
go
I'm
to
on
the
my
gym.
phone between like sets and shit. I've been drinking all day. I've been
You
literally.
can tell by the burp and the 5 intermissions.
I've been drinking since I'm gonna say 10 a.m. I got picked up here at
Christ.
9. Went on the river. As my co-hosts noticed, my face is a bit red.
Looks like a fucking lobster.
Han didn't notice,
No.
or she was just being nice.
He's
looks-
looking wonderful. He's looking, you know, he's got that like olive,
Sun-kissed.
you know, he's
He,
got
look,
that
he
sun
looks
kissed
like
olive glow, you know, like a good Italian.
That's
you
what I
know?
like.
he
That's what
looks
I
like
hear.
the third Costco guy.
The long line. It's a cousin Angelo.
So what?
Cousin
I'm not
Angelo.
the Rizzler.
Of course, I'm gonna get a hot dog.
No, none of us are the Rizzler.
No.
we could never be.
Well,
the
what
Rizzler.
would the name be that I get? The Slizzler.
I'd be the Jizzler. You know what I'm
Slimbo.
saying?
Big Slims.
Slimbo.
Big Slims.
Big Slims
Big
with the hot
Slims.
dog. Of course, I'm
all
gonna
big.
get a Costco hot dog.
Yeah, they don't do Costco.
Yo, you
videos.
sound just like him. Yeah, say
Of
big.
course, I'm gonna get a double chunk chocolate
I was
cookie.
about to say.
Flair does Big Justice good. I think I
Costco
do
guys.
Big AJ good. Go ahead. do your,
get a hot dog.
What's gonna happen when he hits puberty? Like,
We're Costco guys.
We're Costco guys. Of course, my son doesn't know how to speak anymore because he's 15.
We're Costco guys. Of course, I knock on my son's door every time before I enter.
what a king!
Dad, don't come in.
Ever since you got me that personal computer,
I'll tell you what. I really like. People love Meat Canyon. Meat Canyon made a video of them. I'll be honest. I'm not a very big Meat Canyon guy. I never was.
I like disturbing cartoons. I have ADHD and I'm kind of retarded, so I like all the salad finger stuff. I
Did you
the
like?
gross animation.
Did you like Wonder Chosen? Did you watch that?
I never seen Wonder Shows, and I've
That's
only
like
seen clips and
disturbing.
pieces of
I
it.
saw that on
Cartoon
YouTube. I
type
never
shit.
actually watched it on
Yeah,
air.
that's like disturbing puppet show.
I think
Wonder
cartoon.
Shows it was like Tim and Eric
Meat
if it
Canyon
was
to
children.
me, it's like if they just drew the Costco guys like that, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they go so far, and they have to.
He tortures Big Justice.
Yeah.
and
They
Yeah,
go-
no,
they-
he sent to the fields in
To
the
pick
in the
co-
video
coffee
to pick,
beans
no
for-
chocolate.
Yeah.
To pick cocoa.
Yeah, cocoa.
And then
yeah.
it ends up in the double chunk chocolate cookie.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he's hanging out with the Rizzler.
Yeah.
He got replaced
And
by
he's
the
wa-
Rizzler.
He's lost all this. Big Justice is slaving away on this island.
He's thin. He's
chained
thin
up.
Justice.
He's lost all this weight, and he sees on somebody's.
just Justice
How
now.
did he see? He saw on like a TV or something where his dad's hanging out with
Like
the
Slavers that
Rizzler.
bought him.
Yeah, so that it's a funny premise, but I'm with you though. I think I know where you're coming from.
It's like disgusting.
It's
the
too
Nico,
much.
The Nico Cotto one was disgusting.
it's too much. If it was just a one image, it'd be funny.
Yeah.
But there's fans and there's
is
expectations, so they do what they do.
Some of them are kind of funny, but like that one is just over the top. Like,
No, when me and Flair watched it, it's not like the whole time we were laughing.
I
We were
probably
just like
was.
we
I
were
love
just
shit like-
no, we were watching it. We weren't bawling laughing. We were just kind of like, oh my god, you know. As it kept going, we're like, oh Jesus, you know. That's kind of all you get.
They need to
But
bring back
I
salad
do
fingers.
appreciate the images they drew of Big Justice.
Yeah.
the way his eyes.
yeah.
It's like,
Like
his
glittery.
eyes are like these little balls, and he's just these big rosy cheeks.
yeah, you notice they got the rosy face.
They
down
got their
pat.
faces
Yeah.
down pat. That's
Yeah.
their real skill.
And like he had Big AJ, like his back all wide and jacked.
Oh,
yeah, I'm on TRT.
Yeah,
I'm on Botox.
yeah, I'm on Botox. Everybody that
He's on
commented on
trend.
the TikTok, they're all like Big W.
It's a big,
Big
W
W,
for
yeah.
being transparent. I think
It is, yeah.
people like transparency nowadays. Like you look back at Liver King. Liver King was like, "Yeah, I'm this big off of eating raw meat and
That's right.
sunning my butthole,
Not
and
showering.
not showering,
Sunning
not
my
using
butthole.
soap." Yeah, he was claiming sunning his butthole
Yeah.
was the reason why he was so jacked. And then his doctor, or whatever, leaks a $15,000 a month stack of fucking shit that even Brock Lesnar can't get his hands
Wait a
on.
second, his
my God.
doctor?
Yeah, his the person prescribing it ended up leaking his stack.
His doctor. I'm doing air quotes right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, because like you can't. That's like a huge HIPAA violation, right?
Maybe.
you can't leak.
It got
things
it
like
got
that.
leaked in an email, like somebody hacked something. I
Oh,
don't
it's not
know.
like the doctor. Leaked
Yeah,
it.
I
yeah.
feel like the guys giving you steroids like that, like the guy that was like hooking up A-Rod or whatever, like I feel like that type of doctor is like the weed doctor that gives you a weed card. Like,
Yeah.
oh, doc, my back hurts. Like, here you go. You can buy weed now.
Oh,
Is that-
there's
Yeah.
plenty doctors.
back in the weed card days. Yeah.
My mom had like 3 doctors. They were all giving her Vicodin.
I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
They don't give a shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought.
I would
you
do the
have.
same thing. No, I'm not even. I do the same thing. I'm a doctor. I'm not making dick.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make some money.
I will
Push
give
some
the guy
pills.
a little bit of credit. They say he has ab implants, which I'm inclined to believe, but
Shout out to Dr. Miami.
he
He got Drake's doctor.
yeah, he has the BBL abs, but
yeah.
They say Michael Buffer got ab implants.
I
too.
give him credit because he does work out 4 or 5 hours a day, but it's because of $15K a month in gear.
Yeah.
And okay, you're eating raw meat. I'm going to be eating raw meat in the rooms. I'm going to spread everything out. That's great.
Shout out LPC.
Yeah,
if you know Longmont Potion Castle, hey, shout out.
We fuck with you heavy.
Look up Longmont Potion Castle. Just by the way, but yeah, go.
Yeah. So he's still working his ass off, but to tell people that this physique is from a caveman lifestyle is bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
Especially when you have your wife putting 6 different syringes in your ass every month.
It's absolute bullshit because
Crazy.
he's not doing it because of the raw meat. He could be eating bullshit.
He could be eating McDonald's.
Snickers.
Yeah, he could be eating McDonald's and Snickers.
And he would have that physique at least similar.
It would be the same. I don't think anything would change.
It's the gear and the implants.
He's on heart-stopping gear,
Yeah.
gear that will probably kill him.
Yeah,
He's gonna have a fucking third arm going out of his back in a couple of years.
Yeah, his belly button is like where the third arm is already coming in. He needs to get that taken care of next ab trip. When
Yeah.
he gets his abs touched up in 5 years, I guess titty implants have to be redone every 5 to 10 years or whatever. Your body
Han had
rejects
something
them.
to say about that.
Yeah, I don't know if it rejects them, but I don't know.
Your
There's-
body is
there's just
rejecting the
maintenance.
plastic, I think.
Well, yeah, there is like a syndrome, like breast implant syndrome or something, where your body is rejecting it. 'cause
You get
it's a-
sick.
Foreign object.
Yeah, you get sick.
Han knows because her breasts are fake. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she has. These,
And
like-
recently got triple E's.
Yeah, Han. No, not recently. This was years ago. She's had
They
these.
popped.
She's got these huge. It's crazy. They're they're spilling over the table right now.
115
It's-
pounds.
Whoa!
It's all
The
boobs.
mic,
Hannah, put
the
those
mic
fucking
issues
things away.
came from her knocking over the mic.
Yeah,
with her
we had
tits.
issues with the mic, and it's all because of her triple E breasts.
Yes.
So just let it be known. Let it be known.
I should get some triple E's.
I should get some booty implants. I want a big booty.
I would love to go
When
into
is
the night.
Steve-O supposed to get his boobs?
Oh wait, hold on.
Steve-O's supposed to get
What's
boobs?
going on there?
You haven't heard this?
I don't watch his podcast because I
don't
don't like
watch
him
it
anymore.
either.
I'm so
It's
fucking
just like-
annoying. You know what's great? The only path to like clear thinking is sobriety.
I fucking hate that shit. Dude.
Video games are fucking stupid. Fuck you, Danny
Are
Brown. I'm gonna get a tit job.
are any of the Jackass guys like cool anymore? I don't think
Johnny
any of them
Knoxville
are.
still seems cool.
Johnny
Everyone else,
Knoxville's
like,
cool because
faded from
he's
obscurity.
always been the same. He's the leader.
He never asked anybody to do anything he wouldn't do either.
In fact, if they wouldn't,
He'd do it.
there's an iconic bit where they were doing the explosives
Riot pellets.
the riot pellets.
Yeah.
Everybody bitched out. Johnny goes to the car. They're all like, "I'm not doing this." He's like, "I'll do it." And then finally, because of his leadership, other people stepped up. Bam Margera's crying.
Yeah.
If I can't get something shoved in my ass, I'm not doing it. That's his take.
Yeah.
If I
and then
can't beat up
Johnny,
my dad, or-
Johnny gets blasted. They all get blasted. I think
And
it was-
Johnny's up there like a fucking G.
he's like, and then he's like, is my face good? Oh, we're good. We're good.
He had 2 hands, he covered his nuts and his face.
Yep.
And those were the 2 areas he said later that were like the most hit.
Yep.
So thank God. And he's like, I gotta
Like,
get
is
my
this
face
face good?
Yeah.
Oh, we're good.
That's the money shot.
Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville's a G because exactly like you said, he would, if they wouldn't do it,
He'd do it.
I'm gonna do it.
He'd line right up.
The show must go on.
Yep.
Johnny Knoxville's a fucking legend.
Yep.
And he's cool. Bam Margera is only
Junkie.
cool because he's kind of trying to get off the wagon. is
Yeah.
what's
I
going on.
think Danger Aaron gets a lot of props too.
Yes,
the
shout out
guy
to
they,
Danger Aaron.
they pulled out his tooth with the Lambo.
I fuck with him.
But no one's cooler than Ryan Dunn because he fucking died.
Yeah, that's the most.
He died
extreme
from
stuff.
drunk driving.
Yeah, but he
don't think he
died,
was
so
driving.
he's the coolest.
Rest in peace, Ryan.
It was a drunk motorcycle
It's
accident.
crazy.
Dying's badass.
It's crazy how annoying fucking Steve-O is.
Yeah,
A-
yeah.
And I've seen him do.
It was cool like a year ago.
Here's
He
the
was
thing.
fine a year ago.
He was doing sober stunts for
Yeah.
like saving the whales.
or like painting over the SeaWorld sign. Fuck SeaWorld.
I'm gonna
I'm
do
all
a
about it.
sober
Yeah.
stunt.
Here's the thing about sober people is that they're not technically sober. They still have their addictions, And by that I mean their addictions now, instead of like drugs, alcohol, whippets,
It's
sneaking
surfing and hanging out with my dog Winnie.
Oh, it's my dog.
Shut
Winnie?
up. I don't know what his dog.
Now
is.
I don't have to,
Something
I
stupid.
used to be addicted to cocaine and whippets and nitrous. Now I'm addicted to being annoying and telling people that I'm sober.
Dude, so annoying. He wanted to go on. Now here's crazy. Here's what's crazy. No one's more fucking pretentious and annoying than Bill Maher. And he has a podcast right now where he smokes weed.
Oh, it's so cool.
He's
The
so
gray-
cool.
the gray
Bro,
haired
he
guy.
stole all.
Yeah,
Bro, he
he had a
like
show
him.
on Comedy Central.
never liked
He's
him.
not funny. He's like, I gotta prove a
Him
point.
and Colbert, I never thought were funny.
Who's that?
Stephen Colbert.
The Daily Show.
Colbert. I actually
Colbert
thought
Report.
Charlene, I'm
Colbert
right behind
now.
you. Whatever that's.
Colbert now, not funny. Colbert when he had the Colbert Report, actually funny. But
Him,
that's debatable.
Him, Jon Stewart, and Maher are all the same things to me.
That's fair. That's fair.
like
That's
Jon
fair.
Annoying
but
fucks.
I like those two, but I think Bill Maher is specifically smarmy. I think.
Yeah,
I think
very smarmy.
I don't think he's trying to be funny. He's a debater,
Yeah.
and he has a stand-up special where he's not funny. That's horrible.
Bill Maher's
Anyway.
like a Redditor. He's one of those like, oh, you like
Yes.
religion? Well, you're retarded, actually.
Yes.
Actually, oh, you believe in God? Do you like
but
Santa
here's
Claus?
the thing. Steve-O somehow looked worse than Bill Maher.
Yes.
He wanted to go on the Bill Maher podcast, but he didn't want Bill Maher to smoke around him so it wouldn't interfere with his
It's gonna
sobriety.
fuck up my sobriety. I can't smell the weed.
Don't go on the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
You're annoying.
Did he go on hot boxing with Mike Tyson?
I don't know.
Because if he did and asked Mike not to do it and Mike didn't do it, then okay, fine. But to like ask Mike not to do it and Mike respects it but still does shrooms, maybe I could see that. That's respectful of Mike. But to go on a show where he smokes during or whatever, bro, fuck off.
When you look more annoying than Bill Maher, get a fucking reality show.
When you're more annoying than a political person, go fuck yourself.
Bill Maher wouldn't want to not smoke weed in front of me, but I mean, it's fucked up because what am I going to do, not go on Bill Maher? Then how do I get attention? Of course I'm going to go on every show I can.
Exactly.
3 months ago, I was chilling with Iron Mike Tyson, and he didn't smoke weed. He took a half pound of mushrooms
I think you're,
before
sure. I think you're right about that.
I think he was on hot boxing.
I think you're right. I think that did happen. He even said that. I
Yeah.
think he even said that Mike Tyson, which who the fuck are you to tell Mike Tyson?
But respect
not
to Mike.
do something?
Respect to Mike.
But respect to Mike.
Big respect because he smokes like a zip and a half a day. He
Mike's
smokes a
king.
lot.
Mike's a king.
Like an animal.
Yeah.
Fucking savage.
It's just Steve-O, dude, just fucking get off the podcast. Do something else. You are so fucking annoying. Your voice is annoying. And he went on Adam Friedland and he was like a diva. Mm-hmm. On Adam Friedland, bro, just do something else.
Yes, the guy puking goldfish is too good to be on the podcast.
Oh.
The guy who pierced his ass cheeks together in Thailand is too good.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck you, dude. Go back on drugs, please.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
the Had To podcast.
Nothing harsh.
Nothing worse
I don't
than
want you
growing
on
up.
whippets. I don't want you on nothing crazy. Just smoke a little weed. And
I
shut
love
the
that
fuck
picture
up.
of Steve, the iconic photo of Steve-O on the Whippets.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like growing up is realizing this isn't even that crazy. I think I edited it once
was
and
having
I
a good
sent it to
time.
the group chat and I forgot what I did with it. I think it was I did something with it.
I think you made it look like Lincoln Street Art Park or
Yes,
something.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, like going to the art park.
The filthy
He looks
art
like a human version of Haunter, the Pokemon.
Yes,
In that picture.
photo,
Yeah.
he is Haunter.
He's Mega Haunter.
Look at the sprite of Haunter in the way his hands and he's
Yeah.
he looks like that. And bring that back because that documentary is way funnier than anything you've done since.
Yes.
I don't like and the thing is he's a comedian. Steve-O
His
does
comedy's not funny.
He does stand up.
This comedy.
Well, that makes sense because comedians aren't likable or funny anymore. So
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
true.
total sense.
He does a
He,
stand up where he's just like, look at everybody, I'm on selfie cam on iPhone. And they're all like, when I used to do drugs and do jackass. Dude, shut the fuck up.
He was doing stunts in
Remember
one of them,
when-
which is cool. That's admirable. Like he taped himself to a truck and like drove for a couple miles.
Do stunts.
That's cool.
Stunts are cringy. Stunts
He
are
had
cool.
he had one joke where he's like, I was doing cocaine at Paris Hilton's party, and Lindsay Lohan comes up and snatches my blow,
Drugs and name
tells me
dropping.
like, you need to leave now. And he's like, damn, what a mean girl.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that was a good
and,
joke.
and he had his share of good stories. And,
Yeah.
and we all spent time being like, commenting on the post, wow, the day where Steve-O's sober than me, couldn't believe it, can't believe it. We all had that moment a while ago.
Now you just realize he's an annoying fuck.
He's annoying. The drugs, I get why you did drugs. You're so fucking unbearable. I
Yeah.
get why you did drugs. It's like, and he's talked about this. His
Sorry, Steve. I'm
self-conscious-
sure you're a nice guy. But
Yeah. He wouldn't. I don't think he would do our podcast.
No, after saying that, fuck no.
I don't think he would do our podcast.
Hey, Johnny Knoxville, come on the pod,
no,
please.
we
fuck
Johnny.
with you.
I'll do Bam Margera before we do Steve-O.
Yeah, even him.
I'll do Bam.
I will melt heroin on a spoon right in front
I
of your
can't
fucking
see my
face,
fucking
Steve-O.
daughter. My wife won't let me see my daughter.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, yeah, because you're still talking out the side of your mouth,
I think
Bam.
the point is, Steve-O, you just want attention, and everybody knows.
Yeah.
Except for your like simp fans that comment. They're always first.
He's
They have
always
to
he's
be
always
addicted to something.
like when he talks about the early start of his career, he wanted attention. That's why he became a circus.
And he's
star.
talked about it. He's talked about
Yeah.
his self-image and why he got so many pairs of teeth,
Yep.
and he even hates his own voice.
Yep.
So you think a guy like that would shut the fuck up? I mean,
I
anyway.
wonder if they ever did like a fucking Metallica when they went to therapy. They filmed it, which was like corny as shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if the jackass
Lars
used to
was
do
a
that.
fucking douche. All respect for Lars went out the window in that fucking documentary.
Lars, the guitar or the drummer,
He was already known for being a shitty drummer and like a prima donna.
Did you know they
he was
did
supposed
that?
to be a tennis player? He was supposed to play tennis.
I did see a recent video where a young kid,
Brought him up, yeah. Brought up a young kid, sat him down on his like.
So you saw this.
On his tom, I think, or whatever that drum.
The
is
kid was
called.
like literally taking up one of the drums.
He's sitting
spots.
on one of his
Yeah.
drums while he's drumming Unforgiven or whatever.
Yeah.
And the dad's like looking for the kid. He can't find the kid. And
He's
then
on fucking stage.
He looks up. He's like, "Holy fuck, my kid is up there
So
with his battle
that
vest
he gets
on."
points for that in my
Yeah,
book.
that's nice. Now that they're old and they realize that streaming was the right way to go, and they're not cunts anymore, that's fine. They're very cool. They're in the Instagram comments very heavy. I think it's probably James who runs the Instagram.
Well, remember
But-
you told a story about Broken Side the other day.
Oh yeah,
Lord.
Broken Side. There's this page I saw, Bad Songs Daily, and I don't know if anyone remembers the song "Freaks" by Broken Side from 2007, I believe. But look this up and find it. But if you don't know what it sounds like, it's like if LMFAO sounded like it was recorded in a dumpster with half the quality. Like shit, and also had screaming. It's just like, we got the freaky girls, they take their clothes off. That's literally what it sounds like. And everyone in the comments is like, man, this takes me back. This song fucking sucks. And Broken Side, who still make music for some reason, now these guys do not look like little scene kids. They're like fat and bald and bearded. They look like fucking Redditors now with shitty tattoos and gauges. And they're in the comments like, oh yeah, y'all still hating on us like 15 years later, we made an impact. It's like, why are you defending yourself? Like no one is like showing you props like, yo, you were not ahead of the curve. You guys just sucked balls. And people still remember you for sucking
And they
balls.
still have an Instagram account with
They
the
still-
name Broken Side with a check mark, I imagine.
They still make music
They
and it's all
probably paid
like
for the check.
they still make music and it's like Machine Gun Kelly ass garbage. But they were deep in the comments. Like they had like 12 comments like, oh yeah, haters are still keeping us famous. Like you guys aren't famous. You guys are not famous.
I wonder how many followers. Let me look it up.
Real
How
quick,
many followers is
I went on
Broken
YouTube and their worst song, to my knowledge, is "Bree Bree."
I don't think
Yes,
I know that.
I
one.
agree.
"Bree Bree" by Broken Side. If you could sit through all 4 minutes of this, you deserve a beer. But
Their
it
name
has
on-
5 million fucking views. 5 million people sat through this fucking song.
So I just found their Instagram.
Goodness.
It's not. This is how irrelevant they are. Their name on Instagram is not Broken Side. It's the real Broken Side with a check mark. 20K followers.
Nice.
We got more shares on our TikTok posts than they have followers. Okay,
Then they probably
we
done
us
anything.
Yes.
had 2 podcasts.
Yes.
Had 1 post with more shares
In our first 4 months of the pod. And they've been doing this for 20 years.
and
Let's
they're
get
still on
freaky
this
now.
shit. They're
Let's
still
get
on
fucking
AI
freaky
pig
now.
art.
Jesus Christ.
Good
Now,
music.
It was hype for the era. You had to be there. I remember buying.
I don't think you missed much, but you had to be there.
No, you didn't have to be there, but to understand it, you had to be there. And I remember going to school. I remember having yellow skinny jeans. I remember having yellow skinny jeans and getting somebody threw a Sprite at us. I was with my boy walking down the street, and somebody literally threw a fucking Sprite at me
What, in a
Man, I had to
bottle
come
can?
in
What?
a McDonald's cup.
They threw a McDonald's
Got
Sprite
electric
at you?
Blew up. It didn't get me at all.
Bro, they
The
threw
intent-
a
the intent
chaff
was there,
grenade
the
at
intent
you.
was there, and he yelled faggot out the window. And he threw it at me.
They
So,
threw a chaff grenade McDonald's Sprite at you.
Can you please describe the disrespectful bomb we used to throw, Austin?
Absolutely, I thought you'd never ask. So you guys remember when medical marijuana would come in tubes that you would squeeze on the side, and then it would open. So back in the infancy of medical marijuana in Michigan, it would come in this tube. And we'd smoke all the weed out of there, and, we needed a place to dump our Rello guts, the tobacco in the cigarello. We'd dump it in there, put a little water, we'd all spit in it, maybe put the roach in there too,
And other things. I think
Yes.
one time there was some food, maybe.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, I think we
Or-
put a piece of a McDouble in
Nobody
one.
peed in it, but
No,
I think that
no,
was
no.
on the
It was
table.
like spit at the worst.
Pee was on the
but
table, but it never happened. I don't think. It
yeah,
happened.
and so the key to the disrespectful bomb, you know how the lid stays on top? You have to twist that lid off and reseal it.
Okay.
So when you throw it, it explodes. Hopefully.
I feel like it wouldn't explode.
Well, it never
If you
did.
we don't know. We don't know.
It never
know that
really
motherfucker.
did. But our intent was there.
So you have this bomb
You
called the
someone
disrespectful
opened
bomb. You find a target when you're driving with your boys, you're high, and you hook shot it across the car. You yell disrespectful bomb, and hopefully it hits him in the shoes or somewhere.
And for some reason, we made it a personal challenge to like hook shot it. If you're like driving, imagine that they're on your right side and you're on the driver's side on the left, and you hook shot it left hand over the hood of the car.
Yes.
And that was like part of the personal challenge. I don't think we ever got anybody really.
No, I think the closest we got was somebody's shoes.
I honestly think there was only 2 disrespectful bombs really.
Yeah.
And because it's not often that you have this thing and then you're off driving next.
I like the name.
Together.
The disrespectful bomb.
Well, it started with McDoubles. We had this joke like, what if you just threw a McDouble at somebody? It's like you just spent $1 just to throw it
weight
at
to it.
somebody. It's a good item because it's $1 and you could just throw it at somebody.
Back when the
It's just like
McDouble-
paying $1 to
yeah,
throw it.
back when the McDouble and the McChicken were $1, I remember throwing a couple at like people's windshields just parked. Like so they come out to their car, there's a McDouble. You take it out of the wrapper, of course, but you throw that bitch on there.
Yeah.
McDouble, you gotta say McDouble, McChicken.
Dude,
Just-
we used to have so much fun just yelling out the window at people.
yes.
That's what you do when you're a kid.
Some of our favorite things are our trademarks, where if there was a guy with his girl, you'd be like,
I fucked your bitch.
yeah.
Or Slim had a good one where there's a dad walking with his family with the stroller. Dad, why are you with another family?
Dad! And you look concerned. You have that scared look in your eye. Dad! Why are you with that other family? And then he's got to explain to his wife.
Yeah, like
I don't
that
have
just
another
caused a whole
family.
fight. It probably caused a divorce.
Or the bike one.
Somebody riding their bike down the street, just a kid, could be anybody. You got a angry high black man out of his window, and Antoine's just like, give me your bike. We don't stop. We just keep going, but give me your bike. And
the best one.
the very best
I know what you're
one,
about to
I
say.
saved the best for last. And this has definitely affected people's days, maybe even their job.
Yes.
You pass by a crowded bus stop, or maybe even just one person there, a couple people there. You're passing by the bus stop, your windows are down, you're high, you're listening to that Kendrick. Who's this fella hating on me? You're all bobbing your head, you know. You're driving, bobbing your head.
You're listening to that Kendrick.
Yes, and you're all you see the bus stop coming up, and it's always the passenger or the backseat guy sticks his head out the window and yells, "The bus ain't coming."
Oh, and they think it might not be coming.
We saw somebody actually get up. We definitely fucked his day up.
They were like, well, this guy knows something I don't.
Yeah.
And
they get for
they
taking
went
the bus.
presumably to the next bus stop.
Yep. And then saw the bus roll by him.
The bus ain't coming. And I know he was sick on his way from 11 to 12 looking at Coolidge. The bus just rides by and
Yeah.
he's late. He's late for work.
Like, shit!
We were real menaces. It was real menace hour.
Nothing like that first car, antics you get into.
Yes.
Because,
Yes.
and because
You don't
I
give a
didn't
fuck.
I didn't drive till I was 18, so Austin having his car at 16, it was huge for me. Yelling out the window at people, oh my god, the best.
That's such a boy thing.
Yeah.
Girls
The-
did not.
Oh,
do
on the
this.
way
No,
over here,
no.
me and Flair were on the way over here.
You guys probably got into fights with each other because girls don't know how to be friends with each other. That's probably what you did in your car, your first car.
Yeah. Girls,
Fucking
girls
ended friendships.
antics is
Slept
like
with each other's boyfriends.
liking their
Yeah.
their friends' boyfriends.
Fuck their
picture
boyfriends,
on
fuck their
Facebook.
exes.
Yeah.
That was
But
not my
when-
experience.
Keep this going.
uh,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
When
This
me,
is the He-Man Women Basher podcast.
me and
Starting
Flair,
now.
me and Flair were on the way over to do the pod, and I see like these people outside of a church shooting a video or whatever,
Yeah.
and I just honked at him.
Honk's
And
harmless.
he's like, "Why'd you do that?" I was like, "Fuck it, why not?
fuck
I had to."
You ruined
I
their
had to.
audio.
I just
I'm sure he
and
did.
it's the mini horn, so
They looked.
had to make them look. Made you look.
Made you
It's
look.
It's just fun to mess with people. What can I say? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
girls didn't do that. My girlfriends, we did not do that bullshit.
Girls mess with people in different ways. You know, they take this they take a girl they've been bullying all through middle school and high school. They put like roadkill on her porch, shit like that. Well, we actually knew 2 girls that
Like
did this
bags
to a
of
girl.
doo-doo on fire.
Yeah.
Like Billy Madison style.
No, but even worse, like
Called the shit
roadkill,
poop.
saying like trying to rip their extensions out and shit in the hallway.
I
Rip
think
their feathers
Just
out.
disgusting behavior.
I would in the hair.
I would gladly say these 2 women's names, but good for them. They're married. They married 2 retards. Good for them.
No.
I think they both have kids. One of them, her husband, still reads at a 5th grade level, so good job. You know who you are if you listen. But anyways, they used to take like dead squirrels, or even in one case, I think it was a ran over cat. They took a ran over cat and put it on this poor woman's lawn.
what the fuck?
They hated this chick. They just did. But also, this chick was a little bit like crazy, so I don't know how much of this is true. But they've fessed up to it later on, like the squirrel at least. I don't know about the cat.
That's just
Berkeley girls were
That's
fucked
girl
up.
shit, man.
Berkeley
Weird
girls
as
were
fuck.
fucked
I
up.
don't
Man.
know about
Nah, that's not weird. That's girl shit, man.
These hillbilly bitches were fucked up. Hillbilly Berkeley girls were fucked up.
Hillbilly Berkeley girls.
Disgusting.
I definitely had a friend who did some shit to my ex-boyfriend's house. Not on my request, but she did it for me anyway.
Possum, raccoon, skunk, squirrel.
It had
What
something to
animal
do with
was
bodily fluids.
it? Cum,
No.
squirt, piss,
It was either
blood,
shit.
It was either
puke.
shit or
There's only about
period
4 or
blood.
5 bodily fluids. Let's name them, shall we?
It-
There's
it-
sweat. There's
It
blood.
might have been
There's
period.
urine.
Something to do with her period.
Oh,
I don't know.
not the fucking discharge.
No, not discharge.
The-
period blood.
The
Yeah.
disrespectful discharge bomb.
She put a fucking
Put a
Molotov-
tampon
Yo,
in,
Molotov cocktail. She
Yeah.
took the tampon, stuffed it in a bottle like a
Oh.
Molotov cocktail, lit it on fire.
See,
Call
like,
that a hot penny bomb.
see what I thought about doing. What I thought about.
Hannah's laughing because she knows the smell.
What I thought about doing to one of me and Hannah's mutual compadres, what I thought about doing was dumping instant mashed potatoes all over her lawn on a rainy day, and also antifreezing her lawn like cunt. You know, spelling out cunt with antifreeze. Because that never comes out of your lawn. It takes forever to come out of your
Salt
lawn.
the earth so nothing ever
You
goes.
spell it out.
Yeah, you spell it with the antifreeze.
Does it like kill the grass?
yeah,
Or, okay.
kills the grass, and you got a yellow cunt on your.
Wow.
Yeah,
That potato
I
thing
thought
gave
about
me an-
destroying her car. I thought about like throwing acrylic through
No.
her car.
That
Why
potato
not?
thing gave
Fuck
me an
her.
idea.
No.
Fuck her.
That's not nice.
Fuck her.
This is fucking gay. That potato thing gave me a really good idea, though.
You can't get it out of
What?
your lawn.
No. That's gonna be like, I have a Mr. Beast style video. I want to dump it in a pool or something like that.
And jump in
The
it.
complex here does have a pool. I'm just saying, we could dump some instant potatoes in there.
You
It'd
need,
probably
like,
take like $20.
20
Do it in
wheelbarrows
the other
full.
one. Do it in your pool.
Do it in my pool.
It's
Yeah, my
already
pool.
closed.
I can't wait for them to shut that motherfucker down. Everyone makes a racket over
Well, they
there.
already did, I
It's
heard.
already closed.
Was it
Do you
closed
know
for the
why?
summer or because somebody took a doo-doo?
Three
I don't
people.
think anyone
Three
yacked
people
it
have
there.
got propelled on in that pool.
No one's gotten shot. in
They've
the
gotten
pool
shot
yet.
in the pool.
Not yet.
I love a gun being called a propeller.
The propeller is a
Because
great name.
nothing, I mean,
So
I guess a
insidious.
propeller, if you were like, imagine a propeller but on a handle like a gun.
Yeah.
It would push away, you know? So
Like-
I guess I get it in that
It
regard.
pushes away, not towards you like a gun. You
Yeah.
know, when you shoot a
Oh, you
high
shoot a gun, it's
caliber
like,
gun,
pow.
yeah. It
But-
goes the other way.
But it does affect what's in front. So
Yeah.
I get it. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
It's just funny. I love terms like that. I love-
blower and propeller are like the 2 best names for guns.
No, I like the homoerotic ones. I like calling it a dick with the vote. What do they hold on? What is this?
Well, the dick is the clip, I think.
I thought the gun was the dick.
No.
that's what's,
Then what's
that's
the
what's
clip?
crazy.
Was the clip the nuts?
Young Thug was like with them dicks, you know, and he's like,
Well, dicks are extensions on a gun.
yeah.
A dick because it comes out like a dick.
What
Yeah.
about the double drum one? Is that balls? If there's like 2 drums on each side, you know, I got a dick and balls on me right
they
now.
call that a Mickey Mouse.
The potato
Mickey
is the
Mouse.
grenade launcher. I don't remember
The
what
potato?
Yeah, because I heard Lil Wayne say that. He said, "Potato with the honey gun."
The
Lil
You
Wayne,
ain't never
Lil
seen
Wayne
his
would
watch.
talk about. He would call
That's a
his,
101.
Lil Wayne would always call his Tech 9 Nina.
Yep.
He was like my Nina.
Yep.
That was
Rah-rah with that
that was a
Nina.
classic. Tech 9 Nina. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of these. I you know what's funny? It's like names of things are funnier to me than the actual
want a
thing.
gun.
Like the disrespectful bomb. It's funnier. Just the name. The disrespectful bomb.
You just had to be there.
All right,
You just had to be there.
Oh, I think we put a penny in one. I think we put like a disgusting penny in one. Like, you know,
Yeah,
like
those
a
ones that
change-
are in your fucking cup holder in your car that get grimy.
Definitely have
one.
hit some Coke and
Yeah.
McDonald's Sprite,
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
it's sticky.
the residue.
What time are we at? Can
I
I
love
like this?
residue.
Light it, man.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
fuck
We're at
it.
50
Let's light
minutes.
it. We're
We're
having
5 minutes
fun.
away.
We're having fun.
Listen, this is our podcast, bro. That's the beauty of this. I thought about this today. I was like, if I'm too drunk to do the podcast, I've been drinking all day. This is an insight to alcoholics. Alcoholics do this every day. They wake up and they drink all fucking day. And I was sitting on that couch before Han got here, and I was like, I don't know if I can do it. And I take one sip of a high noon, and I'm like, I'm back in it. It was crazy. It's so fucked up. If I stop drinking, I'm gonna have a headache. Tomorrow's gonna suck.
Feel like terrible.
Tomorrow is gonna fucking suck.
You go from being droopy dog to that clip of McGregor ripping the photo in the club. I love that clip of him.
Yo, you gotta see your sound levels on this.
Oh my God.
It looks like it looks like a big brick. Hey, but shout out to technology. It's fine. It's
Headphone
it's
users
not gonna
just got
clip.
fucked. In
No,
the
it's
fucking
fine. It's
ears
fine.
right
We
there.
have suppressors and things in place. It's fine. It's fine.
It's
It just
That's
looks
awesome.
funny.
It does look crazy on the fucking. I'm looking
I got a very good compliment this morning
Nice.
at 8:30 in the morning. I got a very
You
good
were up early
compliment.
too.
I was up early.
We were
to
up
watch
early.
The race.
Up early, boys. Oh, that's why he's got the Ferrari on.
Yeah, so today was the Dutch Grand Prix. There was a month off of F1. We got off the summer break, and we're in Max Verstappen land for the Grand Prix. He lost. This is the first time he ever lost in his hometown.
Pretty cool.
There's history. He lost by 23 seconds. He came in second and got the doors blown off of him. The McLaren ran away. And
That's a lot.
three
That's a long
drivers,
Who won?
Lando Norris,
That's right. She told me. I think.
three drivers,
Lando.
three
Kruger.
drivers looked under his car to inspect it. Like, there's some illegal
Lando's?
shit going on. Yeah. Fernando went
Because he beat Max so bad.
by 23 seconds. It didn't make sense in his hometown. So, anywho, I'm going to pick up breakfast. I usually pick up breakfast for the really early Grand Prix to make it worth it. You know, I'll have some pancakes, some coffee, whatever.
Yeah.
And I go to pick up the breakfast. Shout out to the Golden Grill. I get my breakfast.
Shout out to the Golden Grill.
Shout out to the Golden
You
Grill.
get a good breakfast for a good price. didn't
Yes,
you?
absolutely.
Hey, promo code. Go over to the Golden Grill.
Promo code had to.
Had to.
Not my favorite waitress there, but I like them all. They're
Is the
all
toilet
cool.
out?
Yeah, the toilet's over here. Not my favorite waitress, but one of. I like them all. They're all cool, but not my favorite. But anyways, she comes up to me as I'm leaving, and she says, "You have a very good voice for radio. You should do radio." And I'm like, "Actually, we have a podcast." I'm like, "It's funny you say that."
Well, I think
shout
you do.
out Ellen.
I think you do. I think every time you'd come into Tanya's, it's a liquor store I used to work at. If Austin came into Tanya's, I'm behind the counter. We're yapping. Of course we're yapping. Of course we're chatting because I'm here all day. I don't want to. So we're chatting. People would listen. I swear to God, people would listen. They would chime in. I don't know what we were talking about, but there was a guy who chimed in on one of our conversations, and more than once. And you, I mean, I have to agree with him. I think
That's
you
probably
do.
why a lot of
Now, if
random-
somebody tells you you have a great face for radio, you
Yeah.
sock them in the mouth. That's an insult.
No, she said voice.
Said you're fucking ugly.
Sorry to cut you
It's
off.
okay.
Hannah.
That's probably why a lot of random people come up to you and say the weirdest shit to you.
Why? Because the voice?
You just got a good, you're just very open.
Well, you're also you're not like, I don't want to
Yeah.
say like, well, you're on the louder side. You talk loud.
Yeah.
You're not scared.
I'm
or
not
hiding.
mousy, no.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're not. I don't think you can be mousy. I don't think even if you tried, I don't think you could.
Yeah. I think if I had nano communications, I'd probably still
You'd
be
still
pretty
be.
loud.
Yeah, people could still hear you.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. Well, it's like kind of a dominant thing, and I think people are attracted to it, or they're opposed to it. Like that one guy. Did you talk about the story about the guy at the gym? I don't think you
on
talked
his
about
dick
it
or
here
something?
on the
Oh.
podcast. Talk about the story with the guy.
Oh, this fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot about
Yeah,
him.
yeah, talk about him.
I forgot about him. We still lock eyes from time to time. I don't like that guy. I don't like that fucking guy. Anyways, I'm going to talk to one of my gym unks. I'm like Mr. Jim. I am Mr. Powerhouse.
This guy's in the gym.
I know everybody there. I'm there 4 or 5 times a week. I'm very friendly with people. They know I smell like weed. I got sunglasses on. I'm in there bringing the energy. I don't look like somebody who's in the gym, but if you come feel these pecs and shoulders, you'd be like, all right, I see you, nephew.
Listen, this man Austin, he'll flex you. He'll bench you. real quick.
I'm in the gym heavy. I've been in there heavy for 26 months. But anyways,
Keep talking.
I go to
dropped my
talk to one of my gym unks. Shout out Bob. Bob is actually what's the opposite of remission? His cancer came back, and I want Bob to beat cancer again.
Oh man!
But he's doing good. He looks healthy. He's still in the gym. He
Nice.
did his chemo. He's doing good. He didn't lose no hair. He's looking good. Shout out Bob. But anyways, I go talk to Bob. We always talk about sports. We talk about weed sometimes. Very nice guy. He cuts lawns. Very cool dude. And we're minding our business talking, and somebody shushes Bob from like 15 feet away. And he laughs it off, because he knows the guy. I don't really know the guy. I'd never introduced myself to him. And I continue talking, and I see Bob like his like whatever, So I'm still talking to Bob, and then I get a shush that's a little bit directed my way. And I look over at him.
Shush it's not a library.
In a gym. That's exactly what I told him. He's like,
plates.
people are here to train. I'm like, where are your headphones? I'm like, if you're here to train, shouldn't you have headphones on? I'm like, how do you listen to this shit? I'm like, how do you listen to weights and radio music all day?
No, and just for an example, I mean, you'll go from hearing "Numb" by Linkin Park to like, what's the next song?
It's going down.
Yeah,
I'm yelling timber.
I hear your heartbeat to the beat of the drum. It's all white girl music. It's all like and then sometimes you go into the gym, they play some random shit. They'll play some upbeat, and then all of a sudden, where did I go wrong? You're fighting for your life. Muscles screaming.
Right after that, it's going down.
It's just
I'm yelling timber.
It's just fucking Pandora. I mean, type in "strong" and you'll get Pandora.
Or no,
Pandora's
I
a
meant
coworker
to.
app.
I meant to say was that Neo or Flow Rider?
Timber is. I actually
no,
it's
not
Kesha.
Timber, not Timber.
It's
Yeah,
Pitbull.
I got a funny story about Timber, anyways. But
We'll go to that.
yeah, but the Flow Rider song. Hey, I heard you like the wild one. I've heard that at the gym so many times. No, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right.
Kind of a vibe.
It's like this. It's like
great
this.
I know I'm not doing it.
You gotta
right. You're right.
You gotta pretend you have a pussy and it's throbbing. You gotta pretend you have a throbbing pussy. Hang on.
He's got it.
If I took you home and be a home run, show me how you do. Okay, anyways.
You really channeled that inner
I don't want to ground.
Here, take this joint. Take this joint.
Anyways.
I love this.
Sorry,
I love
headphone
this.
users.
visuals.
And,
No,
Fuck you, headphone
I'm
users.
telling you, it's fine. We have suppressors
yeah.
and things. You're
okay,
fine.
so
They're
back
fine.
to Bob. I get shushed.
Headphone users are fucking.
I get shushed by this. I never asked his name. Fuck him. I don't know his name. He's huge, but fuck him. I really hate this guy.
Well, ain't shit he could do. He could be as huge as he fucking wants.
I
to
could be screaming in there. They couldn't do a fucking thing about it.
It don't matter.
So he shushes me, and I look at Bob. I look at him. I look at I'm trying to figure out what's the deal here. And then he's like, "Yeah, some people are here to train. We're not here to listen to you guys talk." And I thought he was fucking with Bob, so I kept talking to Bob.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck this guy.
Because that sounds too outlandish to be for real.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way he's for
That's
real
something
right
I
now.
would say to you, maybe, if we're in that type of humor.
breaking bowls.
So I get a sentence in with Bob again, and it's like from his fucking machine.
What is that even called?
Clearing his throat.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah.
being a
So
white man who's
there had-
passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive white guy. Exactly.
Just from his demeanor, I know all of his daughters are being blacked, and he's not happy.
Blacked.
So, anyways, that's when he clears his throat, and I look at him. I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Some people are here to train. This is not a cafe." I was like, "It's also not a library." I'm like, "I don't know about you, but you're over there slamming the fucking
cafe?
machine." I'm like, "You're slamming a chess machine on cable." I'm like, you sound embarrassing." I'm like, "You're not making sense." And I don't really remember what I said after that, but I'm like, he's like, I definitely told him to go fuck himself. I don't really remember the interaction. It was like 2-3 months ago, but
Yeah, and plus, you get in the moment.
yeah, and I was pissed, and I'm looking at Bob. I'm like, is this guy fucking serious? I'm like, I talk to everybody. He was like, yeah, if you spent more time training than you do talking. I was like, I'm here 4 or 5 times a week. I don't see you every day. I'm like, I only see you sometimes, and on top of that, you're fucking around.
Weight watching.
Weight watching.
Are we
and
weight
everything.
watching?
And he's got a
plate
gut. He's got
watching.
a gut bigger than mine, and chicken legs. He never hits legs, bro. Shut the fuck up.
That's insane.
So then-
that's insane.
so then,
this person's
like-
out of pocket.
He goes and gets Frank, and Frank wanted me to apologize and just be nice to the guy. I'm like, fuck him. And he can hear me, and I'm like, fuck him. I'm not saying shit to him. I'm like, if anything, he owes me an apology. A grown-ass man interrupting another grown-ass man and shushing me like a fucking child. I'm like, I'm 30 years old. I don't give a fuck how big he is. I'm going to slap the fuck out
I'm
of him.
sure there's a
next time.
Seinfeld episode out there about shushing itself.
I'm
Shushing in
pretty
a
sure
gym
there is.
is crazy. Shushing in a movie theater, fine. But if you're gonna shush me when I'm opening my M&Ms, go fuck yourself. I can't handle that. I'm gonna try to do it during a loud
It's not my
part.
fault.
Yeah.
But anyways, he shushes me in the gym, and he goes and tells the manager, and the manager's
Oh
like,
my
"Listen,
God.
you didn't do anything wrong, but You guys should just, cool it, go apologize maybe.
Frank's always this Sweden guy.
Yeah.
He's always Switzerland.
He's impartial.
Yeah.
Gym manager.
Every time.
However,
whatever the fuck it is.
the
Sweden.
one time a group of girls went up to him like he's a creep for wearing sunglasses, he stood up for me. He's like, he's never bothered anybody.
Yeah.
He's a very
Tell that
personable
fucking
guy.
story. Did we talk about that on the pod?
Probably, but I'll tell it again. So anyways, that guy, I told him to fuck himself. He overheard me, and we've been locking eyes like rival Pokemon trainers ever since. And honestly, whenever I see him, the fucking Sigma David Goggins song plays in my head, and I'm like, I'm about to carry these fucking boats and logs in here. I always go for heavy weights when I'm in there, and I grunt whenever I see him. I don't grunt. I'm not a grunter.
But when he's in there.
On that last rep. Always on the last one. But
Yeah.
because he doesn't have headphones on. I'm like, fuck it. He's going to hear me. We're going to give him something to hear.
Man.
And I be chatting in there. I'm like, fuck him.
You can go anywhere and get the cheapest headphones.
Yeah. You could even buy them there. They sell
You can
headphones
get them at
there.
the gas. You could get them at the gym?
Yeah, they're $5.
Oh my God.
Shitty
You can buy
wired
them at the
headphones.
gym?
Yeah.
That's insane. I
Yeah.
didn't even see them.
I told Frank,
At the fucking gym?
I told Frank, I'm like, he needs to focus more on his training and maybe buy some headphones. I'm like, I'm not apologizing to him.
Crazy.
He's a grown-ass man.
That's
He's
insane.
50 years old. I'm like, if anything, he needs to apologize for life for being a nuisance. Anyways.
Why? I don't. That's what I don't get about Frank.
Well, he just wants to keep the peace. This guy's probably been coming to his gym for 10 years.
Place.
He's probably been coming to his gym for a long time. He probably knows the guy a while.
Yeah,
he doesn't want anyone canceling over my antics. I get it. I understand. When they cancel, you have to answer to that, I guess. He's not the owner. He's just a manager. So I guess
Frank?
he doesn't
What?
own it. No, he manages. I don't think he owns
Are
the
you
gym.
kidding?
Yeah. It's owned by the Dabish family. Yeah. When you go to the Woodward one, it says like
I can't
the original
believe-
Powerhouse by Norm and Will Dabish.
I can't believe he doesn't own it.
No.
The way
He just manages. But he probably makes good money. He's there every day.
I guess, but wow.
But anyways,
Wow.
so I wear sunglasses in the gym. I don't know when this started. It started
now
early.
you've been wearing sunglasses.
It started early.
Now, what was the first day? And not to sidetrack, it was like May 2023 or 2022.
2022 because
That
Made the
we both
executive
started
decision.
working out.
No. It was June 9th, 6/9. I'll never forget the day.
Was it May?
June 9th. It was June 9th, 6/9.
You sure it
I'll
was in
never
May?
forget the day. It was 6/9.
Anyway.
6/9. I remember the day.
You and I started
remember
going.
the day
We're in there the
because
first 3 months together, and a guy in a Dwayne Wade jersey,
yep.
rocking the sunglasses.
Huge
Well, swole.
black dude. Yeah,
Swole
huge.
black dude.
CEO of the gym.
CEO, no one's telling him nothing.
Uses the machines wrong, but no one's going to tell him shit because it works.
He'll sideswipe your car in the parking lot. You're not saying shit.
You're not saying a fucking thing.
This guy-
He wears Oakleys.
Oakley's.
Every time.
And you were inspired. I watched you be inspired. I watched it happen.
And I wear jerseys too. I wear jerseys all the time in the gym.
And yes, so you saw yourself in him. You're like, I rock jerseys.
I'm like, that's a good look.
And it is. And you adopted it.
I feel naked when I'm not wearing sunglasses. The only time I'll take off my sunglasses is to either wipe sweat, go into the locker room. I never wear sunglasses in the locker room or the sauna because that's gay. I'm not going to get caught wearing sunglasses in there.
No, because that looks bad.
It's just not a good look. And if I'm talking to somebody and I'm talking, we're chatting, I'll give him the respect of taking off my Bob, I'll take my sunglasses off for. It's an older cat. I don't want him to think I'm big timing him. I give him respect. I look him in the eye. He's an older cat. He deserves the respect. Nice fucking guy. These three, it's happened to me twice, actually. I've been called out twice for my sunglasses. The first time was crazy. It was this older chick named Diane, and I'm about to get under. I don't give a fuck about her. I haven't really seen her since. I've seen her one other time, and I haven't seen her since. I think she comes way in the morning. She's like an unemployed housewife.
She's unserious. She ain't there.
She's very
She ain't putting the work in.
She's very unserious. She's 95 pounds. She can go fuck herself. Anyways, I'm about to get under the bar to squat, and I feel a tap on my shoulder. I'm thinking, okay, how many sets do you have? Hey, I like your sunglasses. That's what I'm thinking. This bitch comes up to me. She's maybe 55, 60, housewife, just annoying cunt, Karen. Comes up to me and says, if you want to take a picture, it'll last longer. And I take my headphone out, and I'm like, excuse me? Because I thought she was asking how many sets I had or something. She's like, I said, if you want a picture, you should just take it. It'll last longer. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Crazy.
She's like, I know you're staring at the girls in here with your sunglasses on. That's why you wear them. I'm like, actually, I wear them because I hate my faces when I'm lifting heavy. I'm like, I could show you what I mean. I'm like, I'm not going to make a funny face. Like, I'm just going to make this face. And when I'm high, I'm like, I'm sure you smell the weed on me. One eye goes this way, kind of. And I really don't like it. I'm a little lazy-eyed, I've noticed, but anyways,
no. I don't know. I don't think you are lazy-eyed, but
I think it's a weed thing.
I think when you're high, sometimes like I'm talking like 2% of the time.
Yeah,
Because
what?
I don't think it's that common. I don't think it's that common. But that's funny as fuck.
So I try to, de-escalate the situation. I'm like, I stick my hand out. I said, my name's Austin. She's like, I'm Diane. I was like, now that we know each other on a first name basis, can we go back to, minding our own fucking business, and can you fuck off so we can both work out now? And then I saw her the next day. I do like a head salute wave. Nothing. Not a thing. She saw me too. And I haven't seen her since. But she didn't make a big deal about it. These next girls, it was two, maybe three friends all working out together. And two of them had the scrunchy booty hole shorts. The
ones that eat the asshole.
The hungry asshole shorts. Yeah.
Right. Hungry asshole. You have to type that into Google, by the way.
Good-looking women, but and I remember what I said to Diane. I said to Diane, I was like, no offense, but you're a little light in the ass for my taste.
Woo!
And that's when I extended my hand, and I'm like, hey, I'm Austin. What's your name? Like, now that we know each other, can we fuck off and go back to working out now? Anyways, these two girls are like staring at me. And then their friend comes up, and they start staring. And I think I was wearing my Ferrari gear. All girls like F1 now because the drivers are hot, Hannah included. But she likes the racing. I give Hannah credit. She likes it for more than the plot. But
Anywho, have a mic. You could talk. You could tell the people.
She doesn't want to admit that she's a
I love them.
Charles girl.
They're all my phone wallpapers.
Yeah. So they're all staring, and I notice, and I take my earbud out, and I don't say anything. And one of them's like, "Why do you wear sunglasses in here? Is it because you want to stare? Is it because you're being a creep?" Yeah. And I'm like, no.
Rude.
I'm like, to be honest, it's just to lock in. I'm like, and you see these Instagram lights they put in, those square and hexagon lights that you see in the fancy gyms. They just like installed those, and it's bright as fuck in there. As soon as sweat hits my eye, it's over. I'm burning all the time in there.
Well, sunglasses, even for me, I love wearing them because it kind of feels like you're hiding a little bit.
Yes. Your eyes aren't lingering. And people be staring in there. People be like off 300 milligrams of caffeine just staring hard as fuck.
Their eyes are big.
Yeah, and they're
their skin's headphones. Itching off that C4.
Yeah.
Like a fucking dope fiend.
So I explained to them,
but you were inspired by Dwayne Wade.
Yes, I was inspired by Dwayne Wade.
They don't understand that. He doesn't go there anymore.
I barely see him. Yeah. It's like he works out at the Woodward one mostly, I think.
Okay.
But he's like Mr. Powerhouse. He's fucking huge.
He's on the logo, this guy.
Yeah, he's big. And so I explained to them, I'm like, I'm high. I use it to lock in. It matches the fit. I'm like, you can't tell me this fit doesn't look cool. And they're like laughing and whatever. And one of them just goes up to Frank, saying this guy's been creeping on us the whole time. They worked out in front of me. I'm on the Smith, and they plopped in front of me. I try to be mindful. If I can have clear mirror space, I look for that first. If I can't, fuck it. I don't care whose asshole's in front of me and how hungry it is. I don't care. But one of them goes up to Frank, and then Frank comes over to like de-escalate the situation. And he's like, now I got to tell you, ladies, he's been here for almost 2 years. I've never had one problem with him. And he wears those sunglasses religiously. He said, I got a lot of people who wear sunglasses in here. Never had problems with any of them. So he's like, I think you're all just overreacting. And
so he had your back in this.
He had my back, yeah. He wasn't neutral here.
You're looking for trouble.
A little bit of it is, okay, I'm going to get a glance or two, but I'm not using it to stare. That's the wrong implication. If I'm going to stare, and I told the girls that, I'm like, if I want anything from any of y'all, I'm going to ask. That's the kind of person I am.
You're not that kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm not like, okay, I'm going to get off by like staring at you. Do you realize Mommy Mewtwo has an Instagram?
I don't think I've ever heard you. Imagine you're not the guy that you're not the guy.
In past tense.
You've been.
You're not the guy. What I'm saying is,
you guys have been at the gym together, right? He's not in there like, oh, look at that bitch. I've been at the gym.
I've never heard him do that in the group chat. In the group chat we've had for years.
Yeah, I'm not a
like 10 years.
I'm not a creep.
You've never not once been like, there was this girl with a fat ass, or even sent a photo. You never like.
I took a photo of this girl at the gym.
Yeah. I had a boss I worked for who paid me, and we met up at 8 a.m. He was just at the donut place getting donuts, and I'm all hype eating the donuts. He's like, hey, check this out. He shows me his phone. He got a photo of this bitch at the donut store in line in front of him. She's with her kid, bro. and her ass, and it's like mid. It's
That's
like a regular
crazy.
ass.
That's crazy.
And he's showing me, and I'm like,
That's somebody who doesn't go outside and somebody who definitely pays for coffee for Mommy Mewtwo.
oh, dude,
100%.
this guy gets grimy Tinder ladies in his office.
Oh.
Dude, grimy dude. You show me I'm half your age.
Taking a picture of somebody's mom is crazy.
Taking a picture in general.
Yeah,
I ain't
it's
never
crazy.
taken no fucking picture
No.
of somebody in public.
No. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go talk to them. If I really want to hear from them, I'm going to go talk to them.
Now, I've taken pictures of people to clown them. That's different.
Yeah, that's different. I'm not going to beat off to it later. Yeah.
No. I'm mean. I'm not horny.
That's some nasty work. But
I'm not a pervert, but I am mean.
what I was going to say was, if I wanted anything from these women, I'd gladly ask.
Exactly.
And I used the same line on Diane that I used on them. I was like, you're all a little light in the ass. I'm like, do you guys skip legs? What's the deal?
A little light in the loafers.
Yeah.
Pause.
And then Frank was like, all right, Austin. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm like, let's just go back to working out.
Yeah.
And
I
they were
like
doing,
how you got your little word in.
I had to.
And they did. Now
They called me a creep. I wanted to call them all fucking bitches.
You're right. You're right.
And then my boy Adrian comes up to me. He's like, you believe them? And Adrian is like,
I can't believe how tight you are. I couldn't believe how
I got so many friends at this
first
gym.
I'm like, he's clowning, right? And then I go to the gym with you after like months of us going to the gym by ourselves.
Ask Dame.
I ain't met nobody. Let me tell you, I went to that gym for like 2 years. Now, I wasn't consistent, but I was in there.
Yeah.
I got nobody. Not a single person talked to me.
Yeah.
Not a single one person.
Yeah.
I go to the gym with Austin. It's the parade. It's the fucking... It's like, hey,
It's
how
the
we doing?
mayor shaking hands
He's
and
like,
kissing babies.
it's literally shaking hands, kissing baby. Austin's up for re-election, and everybody's in there shaking. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this guy,
Yeah.
he's boys.
We've heard it on Discord when you're on
Yes.
Discord.
yeah,
at
like,
the
what up,
gym.
boss?
He has joined Discord. We're all in the group chat. We hear, he's putting up. He's
and you
he's
hear,
putting up
hey,
what-
I heard you were a
wild.
wild.
Yeah. ooh.
Radio going crazy.
Literally.
Yeah, everyone comes up to you.
My boy Adrian comes up and he's like, you believe them? And Adrian, to me, he's my gym inspiration, no homo. I don't know if he listens, but we went out with him before. He came out when we were dancing at the Magic Stick. Nice guy.
Oh, was I there?
Oh, he was at Orchid.
He was at Orchid and the Magic Stick. He pulled up to the Magic Stick.
I wasn't there. I went to Orchid once.
Yeah,
and he wasn't.
I don't think
Love
you were at
musky.
either time, but he does decline chest for like 30 sets. He's that kind of guy.
Whoa.
He's huge. He
Whoa.
reps out 225 like nobody's business.
Wow.
But like he doesn't look massive. Well, that's kind of disrespectful. He's massive in his shirt. He looks huge.
Yeah.
But like his chest, he's crazy. And like he'll do like leg presses for an hour. He's like one of those, like stay on one machine for an hour. But like he's not bullshitting. It's like 2 minutes set, 2 minutes set, 2 minutes set.
That's a different kind of animal.
And I respect him.
Because most
for
of us
even
get
coming
bored.
out.
I get bored and I want to do something else.
Yeah, and then he asked me for a pair of sunglasses. He's like, "You got an extra pair, bro?" He's like, "I'll wear them." He's like, "I don't give a fuck."
He doesn't
Yeah.
even want to buy his own.
Yeah, and I told him like I'll go to the dollar store and get some because I was wearing the $1.50 boys. Actually, it's funny. I forgot my sunglasses that day, and I stopped at Dollar Tree on the way because I feel naked without them. I don't feel right without.
You stopped at Dollar Tree on the way to the gym?
If I forget my sunglasses, yeah. You
can't
and I
perform.
buy a cheap sporty pair for $1.50.
baseball
do you
coaches?
fuck
Yeah.
with sunglasses on?
I've never fucked with sunglasses on.
Imagine you might have to try.
I like eye contact.
Might be a pet.
I'm an eye
Oh,
contact
that's
guy.
real shit.
Yeah, especially missionary.
That tells
I like
me a
eye
lot.
contact.
Okay,
that tells
Romeo.
me.
That's intimate as fuck.
Well, I'm with you. No,
Yeah,
I'm
it
with
is.
you.
What do you expect me to do during missionary? Look at the wall?
I'm not.
well, while I'm turtling it?
Well,
No,
I don't want
man.
eye contact the whole time.
Just
Not the whole time, just here and
But
there.
if the option's there, I want to lock eyes. I want to be like, yeah, no, that's real. That's
just
real.
Now-
put a bag over my head and do whatever you want to me. Let's get this over with.
To go back to Freak Hour, have you ever well, Hannah has never done this, but to go back
Who
to
knows?
Freak Hour, when you're in missionary,
cool.
yeah, definitely, and
Thanks.
I'm gonna light this tail, but to go back to Freak Hour, have you ever been like missionarying to where you're slow and deep, and you're like, look at me for this one, and you bow.
Oh no, I haven't done.
Tell her, look at me for this
I
one.
haven't done that. The individual stroke flex.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Look at me
Big
while I
stroke.
do this to you.
Wow.
Hannah looks
You've never done
grossed
that,
out.
Hannah?
Hannah looks grossed out.
I think
I've never had that happen to me.
that's interesting. I'm gonna put that in my
not-
back pocket.
I was gonna say something disrespectful. I'm not gonna say.
I'm gonna put it in my back
About me?
pocket.
No, just disrespectful in general.
Just say it.
No, I'm not gonna say.
No, we're not. That's not podcast talk.
Forget it. It's fine.
Just say it.
We can't wait, you guys. We love you guys for listening, but we can't wait to be able to drop Had to After Dark, where we don't. I start recording everybody and nobody knows, and we're dropping full names, first, last.
Yes.
We're dropping locations, and we're dropping.
We're doxing people.
Doxing people, credit card info, every slur in
License
the book.
plates.
It's gonna sound. We're gonna make a Call of Duty, making a Call of Duty lobby sound like Teletubbies. The language we'll be using on here.
I can't wait. We're really gonna be digging deep, and
We're gonna take it up to the Supreme Court for
I had a
censorship.
theory about like a Black Mirror episode. Like, imagine, okay, there's a reality. There's the reality we exist in where Had To podcast exists, and that's it. But there's the Black Mirror reality where the Had To podcast exists, but also somebody's been recording our Discord chats, and they release it as Had To After Dark, and we don't even know. It's on like some deep web black
They
market.
edit the voices slightly.
Oh, they could do that.
Yeah, they claim it as their own and just edit.
They
the
call it. Yeah,
voices.
they don't even call it Had To. They call it after
Some other 3-word acronym that
something.
Dre Day has said before.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Dre Day.
Big
shout. I don't think we've ever shouted out Dre Day.
Is that
So
where this is from?
Had To was from Dre Day. Basically.
so
Dre
the
Day's an
first
Instagram
it's a
time
Detroit
account.
slang, and Dre Day is just a goat in Detroit.
Explain what Dre Day is to anyone who doesn't
Dre
know.
Day is Detroit World Star.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Fights,
Instagram account.
memes, whatever you want to see from Detroit and also out of Detroit. Hilarious guy. He's on account number 19. He's an Instagram veteran.
Yeah. He's not in his prime, maybe right now.
He also has Dre Day
Wow.
NXT and After Dark for the stuff he can't post on the main John. LOL.
Dre Day NXT.
But a big shout out to him because the first time we've ever seen the words "had to" or "got to" was from him. And I actually saw a post recently, like on my Explorer, where somebody said "had to," and the comments were all "had to." It wasn't a Dre Day post; it was like a white kid. He's like "had to, had to, had to, had to."
Had To is
So
very,
"had to" caught on, but we got "had to," got to, must, because must is just the third one. But the idea was like make it look like "live, laugh, love." And we workshopped names for a little while, but "had to" specifically came from Dre Day. So we got to get Dre Day on the pod one day. Absolutely.
Wow. If I would be honored. I think
He follows
crazy.
me. He
It'd be
follows
crazy.
me.
I think that would
quite the
be
get.
insane. I don't think it will, but if it ever did, that'd be insane.
I could see him giving us an hour and a half. No problem.
As it is, I want to see us grow. I think if we grew,
Yeah.
right
I think
now,
he'd be a great
Right
guest.
now, we look like schmucks to him, probably.
Probably.
I
Hey,
don't
baby,
think he
we
would.
some growers, not some showers. You know what I mean?
We are growing. I'm on a quarter chub. We were just watching. I was just showing Han Nathan for you.
Very funny.
Oh, yeah.
Did
You
you
never
show her
seen
the
it?
TV one? The free TV?
No.
Should have showed her that one. That's,
we
that's
we
my
did
favorite
season
one.
3. So, guy on the tightrope. Remember the guy? He changed his whole life, made him look like he was this loser, and he basically took on his identity. Nathan takes on his identity, gets him a girl, walks his tightrope in New York, gets on the news. What are you looking for? Stiz, he's got it. I'll here, take it. Go ahead.
Stizzy break.
Shout out Stizzy and weed. We're smoking weed, and can I reiterate? I've been drinking all day.
Big high.
I think I don't know what
Canned
drink,
seltzers.
and I'm not like this. This is my first time doing this.
Going back to being a beer drunk is very funny.
Yeah?
They're very common, yeah.
And gross.
That's what's
that,
tough.
That one smells different.
That's what's tough, yeah. They wake up oily and shit like that.
Oily.
They're oily.
Yeah,
they're
that alcohol be
pissy.
seeping out of you, man. I don't know how you
Oily.
do it. There's that.
Hands
I love.
experience with beer drunks must be
I love
different.
the drunk. There's always those drunks that have the drunk logic. It's like, well, I get way too drunk off liquor, so instead of drinking liquor, I'm just gonna drink 8 to 10 beers
Yeah.
every day. It's not so bad. Shout out to drinking to 8 to 10 beers. Yeah.
I feel like
Solo drinking.
in my line of work,
it's Sunday, baby.
People I've met, a lot of people in Michigan, maybe it's a Michigan thing, because Michigan they call a liquor store a party store. Apparently, that's nowhere
Where
else.
you go to party, yeah.
Because people
a
don't
party
think-
store to me has to have like hot food of some kind to make it a party store.
Well,
yes.
Listen, the word party store doesn't even exist outside of here. So let's just take it there. Here, I'm actually good. NASA, you take pause. I gotta dub that. Name. You care?
What?
I said NASA.
No.
Not really. That's fine. I'd rather you say that than other things, but
I can't know. I gotta ask you after what that means because I don't even know.
Earlier, we had a censorship earlier. I did the second McGregor yell. Ah!
Oh, fuck! I didn't write that down.
It's fine. You'll see it in the
I
peak.
will.
Yeah.
But there were some peaks here. There was an unintentional peak.
Yeah. My Wild
Rida
One
singing.
rendition was
Yeah.
very
Wild
good.
One. That's
That
what
was
it
hype.
was. Ooh. This episode, I don't even know what's going on.
It's kind of a heater.
It is. It is. I just can't. People get drunk like this every day. People do this for real.
They get used to it.
I was out at the pool with Han, and I've been drinking already all day.
I can
and
tell
that was
you're-
hours ago.
I can tell you're feeling it, but people do this every day. Eventually, they're just like nothing. They're just like they're not partying. That's the whack part. You know what I mean?
They're like I don't know. Maybe like if
They're
I
getting
was
drunk to forget high school.
Yeah, that's usually
45
what it
years
is.
old.
and they usually have a little dick.
Yeah.
Back to
Or
sober
just
people.
horrible pussy.
Back to sober
Horrible.
people. You have any cool party stories? It's like, no, I would just get like drunk. I would get drunk at my house and watch TV.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man, I went to a barbecue last week. I had 15 Miller Lights, and I threw up 3 hot dogs.
Cool people, even cool people that I know, drink. They go home and they're like, it's an average thing. I'm gonna drink. I smoke, but they do that too. I don't know how you do both. Yeah, I smoke, I drink. I don't get it. I don't know how. And I'm on it right now, and it's high noon. That's all I gotta say.
You're gonna sleep good tonight.
I think I'm gonna sleep like shit. I'm gonna have a headache. I think tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and feel like hell.
Well, you got a home cooked meal in your
I
fridge.
haven't had much water today.
I wanted to kill myself
idea.
Saturday morning.
I've had a lot of this and not a lot of water.
And you got some sun. That sun be make, ooh, yeah.
My face is burnt right
Yeah.
now. My face is burnt.
You got a home cooked meal in your fridge. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Wait, can I eat the rest of that? Cause Han
Hannah brought over food.
makes food sometimes.
The little sister and
For us.
mother figure we all need.
She doesn't even eat any of it. She makes fucking food. She had some, but she makes. We had an episode a couple weeks ago. She made cookies.
Oh, that was awesome.
I just.
That was pretty wonderful.
Producer Han. I mean, I just gotta give it up to you.
I brought
Anyway,
food up north.
brought food up north.
I made breakfast.
Made breakfast. I just can't get enough of this girl. The goat. The podcast maybe not even be possible without you. I don't know where I'm going with this.
It wouldn't
Definitely
be
pushed
possible-
us in the right direction. Pushed us on the cliff of having a podcast.
Hannah believes in us, unlike a lot of you fucking listeners listening to it for free.
No, but we have people. We had a message recently that was incredibly inspiring. We're gonna DM on Instagram that talked about how we're gonna blow up and how they only listen to us.
Really?
And- yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna say him again. He heard his name one day, but I'm gonna say
Super
it again.
bad Matt.
Oh.
No, it was a huge Matt. was
Somebody
his
else.
name.
Huge Matt. That's what I'm thinking.
He
Huge
fucked with
Matt.
us on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, okay,
He
I
DM'd us.
remember.
He said,
Yeah.
Big Matt.
He said a lot of nice things. I read it to you guys on the Discord.
yeah, I remember now.
And
Nice
What
guy.
a lovely
Shout out
message.
Matt.
Thank you, buddy.
We
Matt.
fuck with you heavy, bro.
Matt, you're the goat. And
You rock. Thanks.
we're gonna.
You get the first T-shirt. He gets the first T-shirt.
get the first
for
cock.
free.
You get
I
the-
think he gets a free T-shirt.
You get the first cock rating.
Yes.
DM Han Burns
DM
right
me.
now.
You actually win the Had To Got To Must podcast. Fuck a fan
She
challenge.
requests that you send it not only on soft, but on quarter brick and hard.
Yeah, three separate.
Give yourself a fair trial.
Han Burns, I'm on brick mode. Where the hoes at?
Hey yo, what up? This I'm on the nitrous.
Ryan Garcia, this I'm on the nitrous.
What's going on with Kanye and nitrous?
He's
right
not
I think
even
he's getting
on-
Michael Jackson by his dentist. I think he's getting murdered by
I heard
nitrous.
this.
think
I
he's
heard
getting
this.
brain
Yeah.
fried.
It's a good theory.
Boy, don't play
Prince,
with me, you
Prince
know I'm
also got
fried.
Michael Jackson. You know,
Have-
Prince also spoke out just like Mike.
I think it's not crazy to think that there's these doctors that are like want to make a couple bucks.
Do you want to know
off
why I
of these
believe
guys.
it? You want to know why I believe it? Because Vultures 2 sounds like someone whose brain has
Fried.
been destroyed.
Yeah.
Someone who's lost 10 million brain
Yeah.
cells due to fucking...
when I heard Fried, I immediately
Dental
thought
chemicals.
about making music with you two. I'm like, this is a song we would make.
Boy, don't play with me, you know I'm fried. That was
And then when he
horrible.
yells,
Boy, don't play with me. You know I'm fried.
it's hard. Kind of a decent song, but very
There's
forgettable.
a few songs I don't mind.
Very forgettable.
I didn't think it was outlandish for him. I didn't think it was outlandishly bad. I think it's
No,
kind of stuff he's been
no.
making.
I think he has worse.
I miss when it wasn't
Yeah.
embarrassing to tell people you love Kanye. Like, oh yeah, Kanye's my favorite rapper. Like 10 years ago, it wasn't embarrassing to say that.
You could
gonna
confidently
just-
say that and look like a decent guy. Yeah.
Now it's tough.
like
it's tough. It got tough around Jesus is King.
No,
Also, he's made some bad music. That's the thing, too.
If you today say
He's my favorite.
favorite rapper, he's the best ever, you know what you're saying.
It raises some flags.
Everybody knows what you're talking about. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Okay, all right. You're not.
They're fried.
It's not. It doesn't have the same meaning it had 5 years ago.
See, Michael got killed because he owned the Beatles masters and stuff. Like, how does Michael Jackson?
He bought the Beatles like masters. He like owned all their
and
music.
fucking Paul McCartney shot the guy with.
We
with
need
Fox
that
Die.
documentary.
Fentanyl.
'Cause
With
what?
Fox Die.
Colonel.
Liquid.
Colonel, we need to kill him.
Liquid Michael.
Don't you
went
know,
down.
Raiden?
Shut up,
Michael
Metal Gear
Jackson
Solid.
can't keep living.
Great game series, but
He owns all the Beatles music.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
Colonel.
How the fuck you just buy it?
Colonel,
like that?
he owns Abbey Road. What's the procedure?
You can't have Thriller and
Well,
the
Snake,
Beatles.
that's a classic where they're walking across the street on Abbey Road. It's been listened to over 7 million times. Certified quadruple platinum. Kill Michael Jackson at any cost, even if it means Fox dying yourself. Over and out. Sure. The little clothes.
That was pretty good.
So Michael got killed for owning the Beatles masters. Prince got killed, I think, because he spoke out about Hollywood and like how the music industry is being controlled. Also, he wanted to save a property in either Compton or some area of L.A., and it was like a theater. And he said, until this place is no longer facing bankruptcy and won't go to like a housing, I'll perform here free every weekend. You have me Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the rest of my life. And he ended up dying. But I think he performed there quite a bit, and he ended up saving the theater, but he died shortly after. I don't know if that theater's still there, but it's on a version of Purple Rain. You can find it on YouTube. But
I remember watching videos on YouTube back in the day that Paul McCartney died and was replaced.
yeah,
That was what I used to always hear.
maybe
Rubber Paul.
He used
he's
to be
Liquid
right.
Paul. Yeah,
Rubber Paul.
Rubber
yeah.
Paul.
He used to be right-handed. Now he's left-handed.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I think they just mirrored the video.
There's a documentary on Netflix when you're like, I watched it when I was like 14. When you're like an idiot and young, you're like, oh, I was like, yo. My mind was blown. I'm like, yo, they really replaced Paul McCartney, man. This is fucked up. It like made me interested in the Beatles. Then I was like, wait a minute, the Beatles stink. I don't
do
give a
stink.
shit about the Beatles.
They do
Honestly,
stink.
Oh,
I
if they
gotta
do
be-
replace Paul McCartney, but you should replace him with someone cooler. How about that?
Bro, I honestly,
Instead of Rubber Paul, how about Cool Paul?
Yeah, where was Cool
How about
Paul?
Shredding Paul? You know what I mean? Jimi Hendrix was making dope, crazy shit. Then you have the Beatles talking about nothing.
Paul McCartney sucks ass.
I've been working like a dog. Okay, rock star. Yeah, you're working real hard. You soft-handed fucking Brits.
She Loves You might be one of the worst love songs ever made.
Is that She Loves You? Yeah.
Yeah, garbage.
The only thing that's
Women
worth,
used to faint at these
We,
people.
we're, can I make a note real quick? We've been some real singing birds this episode.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of singing birds, I heard a really good song that Flair sang. Would anyone like to recreate it?
What song?
Oh, we're
Driving
really
in a-
digging deep here.
Driving in a Rover?
Put you in that Rover.
Do I need to do
You will
another
never find it.
McGregor yell?
You will never find my music.
No, we won't. You won't find it. That was a deep cut, Han. That was a deep cut.
Yeah, Hannah found our old rap
exposing.
careers. Our old rap careers.
What's next? You want to tell them my waist size?
Everybody's got an old rap.
You want to tell them how many
career.
gray hairs I
We need
have?
some, yeah. So a little lore. We did used to be SoundCloud rappers for a little bit. But you know what?
No,
You wanna why-
I rapped before SoundCloud.
You don't know why we get. But you know
I rapped
what?
before SoundCloud.
At the time, I started getting pussy, and then I was like, I'm not rapping anymore because God forbid she tells people this is what I do
Oh,
in my free time.
God.
No.
Oh,
You got to
God.
save them that embarrassment.
It's
you know
one
what I
thing
mean?
if you have a job in rap. It's a whole nother thing if that's your whole thing.
Dave Blunt said it best. God damn it, follow your dreams. Go for it, guys. Follow your dreams, but know when to hang it up because not everything is for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. I wanted to be a wrestler when I was 18 too. I didn't try that.
Dude, I'm just saying, it's just easy to be a rapper, and I think that's still true today. We see it every day. We see these guys in their room making TikToks.
Yeah.
They're rapping, and they sound awful. I mean, they sound fucking horrible.
They're doing the side-by-side challenges.
that.
those are horrible.
Not even
The
those.
open
I mean,
verse
people
challenges.
even making original music. I mean, I'm talking like, what was that guy's name?
Dax.
We were high school sweethearts.
Kevin Tierney. Shout out to Kevin Tierney.
Even guys
Come on
like
the
that.
pod.
It's the same thing. But yo, shout
Flair's
out Kevin
going to
Tierney.
defend this man, but I hate Token with a passion.
Token. Yo, I ain't played no Fortnite. I'm playing
in a Fortnite. Hey,
I hate him with a passion.
Terrible.
Token is a top 5 rapper.
He came up
honestly.
on my Explorer, and I just commented, "I'm disappointed to find out you still make music."
Look up Token. Token is like
He said, "If she don't hawk to her, I don't talk to her."
That was kind of hard.
that is
Nothing. Okay, so
You are drunk.
He makes this whole. No. Listen. I am drunk, but he makes this whole song. The whole thing's horrible, but then that 2 seconds was awesome.
that if she don't hawk to her, I don't talk to her.
If she don't hawk to her, I don't talk to her.
Token deserves a Grammy. Top
Okay,
5.
relax.
No, not relax. You know why he's Token? For those who don't know, he's a white guy, but he got bars, man. He's not like all these other rappers, man.
He is.
It's so impressive when white rapper rap really fast. It's like, whoa. Let me rush to the YouTube comments. Yo, fuck that mumble rap. It's more like mumble crap. Token's a real rapper, bro.
I would love to
They'll
see.
tell like, this is real lyricism.
Honest to God,
if she don't hawk to her, I
honest to
don't
God,
talk
as
to
much
her.
shit as it gets, mumble rap saved fucking rap music. Mumble
Thank
rap,
God.
I would love to see your bank statement. How much did Token pay you to say that?
mumble rap.
50
he
bucks,
needs a Grammy?
$60.
I don't think Token has $60. I don't think he's
Damn,
That's a hot take.
damn.
It's true. I think if we didn't have mumble rap, as they call it, I think we'd have a bunch of tokens and fucking Hobsons.
God bless Playboy
I think if we
Cardi.
didn't have guys like Playboy Cardi in the future, I think we'd be fucked, dude. I think, and it's already kind of cooked in some way or another.
No
but
disrespect, but Jadakiss would have an aneurysm trying to figure out how to rap over the Vamp Anthem beat.
Watch who you drinking with.
Listen,
Watch
guys.
who you smoking with.
I'm just
1.7 in my safe when I open it.
I'm just saying, the new Jid album about to
Shout
drop.
out- shout
Are
out,
y'all
kids.
listening?
Yo, we're listening to all the Jid albums. Shout out to Dreamville, man. We're all about that real hip hop and that real lyricism, man. Yeah.
Token
I'd rather
and
listen to
Dreamville, bro.
Put You
What-
in
let
That
me see your
Rover.
bank account right now. Let me see your statements right now.
And
Right
Cole
now.
heating up like that leftover lasagna. Oh, top 50 bar of all time.
I remember being in the back of a Dodge Caravan
You thought that was sweet.
with no seats in the back.
No.
Listen.
Nobody's perfect, baby. No.
Listening to that.
Fuck Jacob.
Looking out the window, I was forlorn, looking with hope, hoping.
I used to like the song "Wet Dreams." I'm guilty. So go ahead and cancel.
We were there,
Go
but
ahead. Man,
there's
yeah.
some songs you go back and you're like,
I ain't never
this
did this
holds up.
before,
This is
no.
still good. J. Cole, no,
No.
J. Cole is like Big Sean. They both age like milk.
I agree.
I thought Wet Dreams was pretty cool the first time I heard it. I was like, you know what, J. Cole, he's actually kind of smart. And then you grow up a little bit, and then you're like, this is a song about losing your virginity. This is not cool. Some songs you like are think like, whoa, they're talking about this. That's deep. You guys ever heard "Insane" by Eminem?
Insane by Eminem.
Yeah,
I can't
it's
say
off
I have.
Relapse. Not to. We're gonna do a little Marshall trivia here. So
Marshall!
Insane is a song
They're
on
gonna
Relapse.
do a little Marshall tribute.
Is a song on Relapse where Eminem talks about getting like raped by his stepdad. He's
Whoa.
like, he's like, I'm fucked in the head, born with a dick in my brain. He's talking about getting like fucked by his stepdad. My stepdad made me suck his dick in the shed, and it's like. When I was young and 14, I'm like, this is dark, man. Eminem's like talking about some real traumatic shit. And then it's like, you can't pay me to listen to this. I don't want to talk about, I don't want to hear Eminem talk about getting fucking molested for 4.5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what do you like?
I've had a long time. I've had a lot of time to go back and listen to Immortal Technique to really determine if it's that good. I haven't. I haven't
Okay,
listened to
no.
it. I didn't go on YouTube. I didn't type in Immortal Technique. I didn't listen to Dance with the Devil.
You know what
It's
girls
not
love?
good. It's
Dance
not
with the
good.
Devil is the co-worker anthem.
It's
Yes.
not good.
Fellas, let me put you on some game, all right? Put a little Eminem on the radio. You got a first date. You're picking her up. First of all the water bottles and fast food bags on your passenger seat. Oh, let me just move that. You just brush them onto the floor, all right? And then you put on Insane by Eminem. I was born with a dick in my brain. Yeah, fucked in the head. My stepfather said that I sucked in the bed. She'll love that, dude. You're going to drive her fucking crazy. You'll be getting your dick sucked
Oh, my
before you even
God.
get to the restaurant or the bar.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Shout out to...
It's awful.
But yeah, you like Dance with the Devil, the Immortal Technique song. He's like, it was about a guy raping his mom. You listen to that when you're younger and like, I want to listen to real hip hop, brother. And then you listen to it and it's like, that's fucked up and dark. And it's like, who wants to listen to this shit? This is terrible.
I can
This
only
is
listen
horrible.
to like two conscious rappers, Nas and Tupac. That's about it. And Tupac when he's conscious, when he's spitting.
Kendrick's good.
I don't count
I
him
don't
as
count
that.
Kendrick as
I don't
that.
I
count him
really
as that.
don't either because he's not like making a point. He's actually just talking about what happened yesterday. He's
what's-
just talking about what happened.
What's the name of that song from Mr. Morale? It's like, I hope I'm not too late. What's the name of that
Rich
song?
Spirit.
That song isn't really conscious to me.
None of
He's-
them really are.
Some of them are, like the art of what was it?
Don't mind a Hobson.
No.
The Ill Mind Hobson
No.
5. Yeah.
Flair, you are on one today with the music, but I'm gonna out Dame because he knows so much of the Ill Mind Hobson 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Christ's sake, how do you know all of that?
Dame gotta chill, bro. Dame,
Bro,
Dame
professional troll.
Yeah.
He likes Lance Stroll. He likes Hobson.
Big shout out to former guest.
He likes,
Former guest Dame, we fuck
friend
with
of
you
the
heavy.
pod.
Fields.
friend of the show. We fuck with you heavy, but your taste in some things is just questionable.
It drives Mark up the wall.
Yeah.
Friend of the pod, Mark.
Especially college football talk.
Oh.
It drives him up the wall.
Honestly, I support it.
Yeah.
Talk your shit about football.
Yeah.
I support it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, why watch sports if you're not going to talk a little shit?
Yeah.
That's half the fun.
Yeah.
But there's a
It's
line.
not on every day.
There's a line. When you're a fan of the nepotism baby in F1, when there's so many cooler guys risking
Have some
their life
respect
out
for
there,
yourself.
He makes a good case.
it
No.
is cool. Like if my dad was a billionaire and just bought a F1 team, I'd be driving too. Shit. I'm 100 pounds overweight in
That's
them
his
cars. I'll be
case.
driving.
It's the same case you make for Drake in music.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Man, if my dad was a millionaire, I'd probably review food in my car on TikTok. That sounds like a great life.
Or
That
I'd
sounds
be
like a great
making
life.
I'd be making mushroom and acid music and showing my dick on Google Leaks,
You know what?
and I'd spell my name with a Y.
Maybe to juice the TikTok algorithm, we should, when we start getting like video cameras and stuff, we should just record in a car because it seems like 80% of TikToks are just someone talking in a car.
We could
probably
Even
soundproof a
advertisements
car.
now is just some guy talking in a car.
It's so
like,
crazy.
yo, check out this new lotion. Look how good my skin looks. They're just in their fucking driver's seat, just like in a parking lot.
It's crazy how cheap advertisements got. All you gotta do is just be in your fucking car.
Yep.
All you gotta do is be at a red light.
Yep.
And you can make an ad.
Some decent looking person with like 10,000 followers. Here's $500. We're gonna send you this. Make a commercial
insane.
for our toothpaste.
It's
real quick.
insane. There's no. It's either quirky Liberty Mutual commercial or
Yeah.
that. That's all you get.
I love the 4-second commercial. You guys ever get the Bumble commercials, which is like a guy or a lady. They just go, download Bumble now, and that's it. It's just one. It's just the guy
This is
standing
why
somewhere.
you should
pointing,
download Bumble.
and that's it. And they just call it a day. I'm like, this is a 5-second commercial.
You know,
And
the
it's always
CEO
some
of
bitch.
Bumble.
It's always some bitch I would never swipe
Brains
on
are
either.
fried.
The
She's
CEO
never
of Bumble didn't meet her husband on Bumble.
No.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Red alert.
Did she meet him on Tinder?
That'd be
funny.
crazy.
Yeah.
Met him on Plenty of Fish.
No.
All right, guys, that's enough. That's all we have for today.
Okay, Cupid.
We love you, and send in some.
We love you
fan mail.
guys. I'm sorry I keep calling you vultures. We love you.
You're not vultures. We love you, and send in some fan mail and ask
Please.
us. And go ahead and ask me about my wiener.
You know, we